guys, Mab here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Mab, and I do anything and everything DIY. So if that's your thing, do not forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And for today's video, we will be revamping a decade-old high heels that I used once or twice for an occasion, did not use it ever again, into a Halloween slash Gothic slash quick and easy to do DIY that you can do in a few hours over the weekend or even during weekdays. And if you'd like to see how that goes, then keep on watching. Alright, so 3 ways to go about this. Depends on how you're going to be using it. If, first, you will be using it always, like all the time, a lot of times, be sure to use a leather paint. With or without GAC 900, it will be way softer than acrylic or a spray paint, okay? But even if you don't have a GAC 900, you can definitely just use Angelus leather paint and it will still be way better than everything else and way softer. Now, if this is leather, no problem on how stiff it is. It will always be stiff anyway. So you can go ahead and use, again, a leather paint or an acrylic paint, which will harden, but this is way more pigmented than a leather paint. So it will just cost you and take you less paint to actually make it as black as you can, and way cheaper as well, like way cheaper. And I always use Montmark. Now, as for the spray paint, this is something that I've used way back in college when I was just spray painting my shoes and customizing it with markers, not even Sharpies, like just regular markers, and it's really hard as fuck. Like, it hurts when you wear it, regardless if that's sneakers or if that's heels, whatever kind it is, it'll be the stiffest one. Now, as for me, since I do not wear heels, didn't even wear heels on my wedding, like that kind of girl, just wear sneakers or slippers, like slides. Most of the time, like 99% of the time, I will just be displaying this, so I am just going to use an acrylic paint. Now, just in case I do wear it, like on a once in a blue moon occasion, that's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna be putting a foam inside so it won't hurt my feet. Now, since I'm just gonna be painting this all black, like the outside, the heel, the insides, like this part of the insides, but not this part, I am going to use the biggest flat brush or better angled brush that I have, which is not this, because this is pretty. So basically what I'm going to use is the set of most fucked up brushes that I have. It wouldn't matter anyway. It's just gonna be a really fast painting project for this. You see how fucked up that is? Like, I don't even know why I still keep this, but there you go. Maybe because of this kind of projects. And we'll start off by just painting everything black. Done with our first coat, half of it. So just multiply that into 4, and there goes your painting time. Then multiply that as well on how many layers you'd want that to be, but I think I'm gonna go with a second layer, and that's it. Just repeat the steps over and over again. A few patchy parts, as you can see that, which is why I'm gonna go for a second coat. Right, now in this case, you can use whatever you want. As long as it's pointed and sharp, you can use a cutter. You can use a really pointed forceps, just like this one. Or you can use an ice pick. It's up to you. But as for me, since I do not have an ice pick or a soldering iron, which you can also use, I'm just gonna try this out and just basically poke a hole, like stab, really stab, where you want to put the stud and see if that will fit. Just like so, and then screw it up, screw it down. And that's it. First stud in. Then just estimate on where you want the other stud to be. If it's leather, it's gonna be way harder, so you might have to use something heated, like heat the ice pick into a candle, or use a soldering iron. Okay, and just continue doing that to the rest of the studs that you want to put in. So to do this, I just got the chain from that accessory. If you've got a separate one that you can get in whatever color that you like better. So I just made sure that the chains lines up straight to the other end. And in this case, we're gonna be using the stitches here as a guide on where to poke the hole. And still, I'm just gonna be using this really sharp forceps that I have. So if it's right there, just be careful not to poke your finger. And we're just going to insert the chain right in there with the help of the forceps that we have. If it doesn't fit just like this, just make the hole bigger. Nice. Let's do that again. Pull it to the other side. And just like so. We get the end of the loop in here. I'm just going to be using these long nose. And just hook it up. Make sure to overlap that so you can make sure that it'll not let go. Just like so. Now the camera is out of focus. Nice. Thank you. Now align that straight up to the other side. Hold it and then poke it again. There you go. Shit. Pull it out. Again, straighten it up. And make sure that it's aligned with the other shoe. Okay, that's good. Now we'll be cutting into here. This one. You're just going to be opening up the chain. There you go. Now, since we have these extra studs in here, of course we're not going to let that go to waste. I'm just going to put it in here, just fill in the front part of the heel. And, just do the same thing. Look at this shit. All of these are studs, one screw. See what happens when the manufacturers mess up with accounting, when they deliver it to you. I thought I still have a lot of these, because of course it should be equal. What the fuck am I gonna do with these? Just glue it in, glue it on, Not there. Here. Or here. The fuck? Okay, so I've got these skulls in here. And planning to put that in here. Put it wherever you want to put it. I'm thinking of putting it here, that it's gonna flex, or put it on the heel. Let's see if a cutter will do the work. Just be careful with it, it's pretty thick. So this is gonna be our practice skull. Do you want it here? Or here? No, that looks like shit. Here. Here. Okay, let's put it here. If you have a drill, this will be easier, but of course if you don't have one, just use a cutter, it'll do. So what I did was basically, it's curved up in here and down here, and then curved upwards on the side. So once you fit it right here, it'll fit right up here, down here, and on the side. So just clean up the cut as much as you can. That's fucking perfect. See? So up here, it's just a minute. So up here, it's up to this line, curving, thicker, going down, and then just sloping down again, right here, but not as deep as the one on the top of the head. Thick, going down, okay? Just glue that in, and then I'm gonna do, great thing I've got a lot of skulls in here. I'm just gonna do the other one as well. Do that one more time. So let's try that out again. Get your glue gun, and that's it. Out of focus. Perfect. I'm doing 2 layers for the glue. Now, while you're pressing that in, I'm going to be pushing in the glue with a cutter. Same thing goes for the other one. Just let that dry. And then, since we have these studs, I'm just going to use these to create a crown for this skull princess that we have. Anyway, we are not going to be doing anything with it, with these anyway. Anyway. Aish! That looks like a birthday hat. That's pretty. She's a princess. Would it be better if we put another one? No, that's too much. Okay. We good. Okay, so since we have this extra chain from this chain, I'm thinking of just putting it in here, like just gluing it in. Now just deal with the mess afterwards. It's more normal to have like glue strings in it since we're using a glue gun. Then once that's a bit dry, just reinforce it with some more glue. It's like I'm inserting the chain into the glue. Now we're just gonna do some touch-ups to cover up the glue, clean it up, and make the skull a bit more detailed than what it is because it looks like shit. And still, we're just going to be using some acrylic paint. So that's that. Just going to do the same thing on the other skull. So I have these beads right here, and I thought, why not like put more accessories to the skull? Might be an overkill, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And of course, we're switching back to the phone because all 4 batteries for my camera are now drained just when I'm about to finish the video. And I thought of painting the heel red. And of course, we'll be cleaning it up first using an acetone and a cotton pad. Red, red. And there you have it. We're all good. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate that. And if you did like the video, enjoyed it, or at least learned something from it, please do not forget to hit on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know the moment I upload a new video. And as always, if you have any comments, questions on what we did, or suggestions, please do not forget to put them all down below or hit me up on Instagram at it's me, Mav. You now have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.